I'm Carrie with the CPQ experts at Renaissance Tech. Today we're going to talk about one of the ways Infor CPQ handles repeat quotes and orders and how configuring products for those repeat quotes and orders works. So let's talk about the problem first. Manufacturers I speak with are often sitting on a backlog of RFQs and outgoing orders because they have dozens, sometimes hundreds of RFQs out there for items that are commonly ordered but may contain minor deviations. Even though these are commonly quoted items, they are still time consuming to piece together every time using Excel spreadsheets and manual effort. So the solution, CPQ, allows the user to save common configurations of an item as a repeat configuration or named configuration, so it can be easily added to repeat quotes and orders, but also easily changed if there's a minor deviation, such as size, diameter, color, or any other option. Let's check out how this is done in Infor CPQ. So here we can see I am on the homepage of Infor CPQ's quoting platform, Enterprise Quoting, and I'm just going to navigate over here to my bookmarks and select New Quote. So today I am just a salesperson and I am attempting to fulfill an RFQ for a customer. So we're going to say New Quote here. And then we'll go ahead, we'll select our customer. We'll say it's this ATE International here. Okay, so we have our customer selected. Now we're going to go ahead and add an item. We're going to say corrugated box. Okay, and let's configure this box to our customer specifications. So we'll just enter, get my face out of the way here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so part of the purpose of this exercise is showing that, as we're entering in these options to our customer specifications, it's easy enough to enter in this information, but even with an automated quoting tool like CPQ, you'll notice that it's still going to take us a minute to get through all of these questions. So we'll go ahead and pick Oshkosh. It's a great air show out there. We'll say that's fine for our board grade. And then for our closure, we're going to say the customer wants a tuck this time. So we will click that and proceed on to our other options. And then we'll just add a couple more options in here as well. Proceed to pricing. You can see we have some quantity-based pricing available to us. And we'll say they want 1,000. As you can see, we've gotten through this configuration. We've got, a summary of everything that we picked over here. All good and well, but as you know, it did take us a second to get through and answer all of those questions. We don't want to do that every time. This customer always orders the same thing, but they might just change the closure or the length of the box, something really small and simple, but we still have to keep going through that configuration every single time and only need to change that little thing. So we don't want to do that, and that's where named configurations come in. So let's go ahead, we'll click finish on this. Takes us back to our quote. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this corrugated box here. We'll look at this 6 by 5 by 4.5 just to make sure we have that in our minds. We're going to name our configuration and we're going to call this one box C, Oshkosh. Okay. And then we're going to say okay on that one. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead, we're going to create a new quote and we're going to use our new named configuration in it. So let's say we're ordering for this ATE International again. We'll select them as the customer. And then we will add our items. And let's see right here, we can see it, Box C Oshkosh. That's fantastic. Let's add the item and then just check out the details and make sure everything lines up with what we picked. We wanted included in this name configuration. So we can see that 6 by 5 by 4.5. We can see our quantity even was saved. And then the closure right here, the tuck is there as well. Looks like all of these details came over and were saved into this name configuration. So that's great, but let's say, this time ATE International wants us to change that closure from a tuck to something else. So let's go ahead. We're going to go into our actions here and we're going to say reconfigure line. It's asking us if we want to create a new name configuration. We don't want to, so we're just going to say okay. Okay, so you can see here everything that we entered is still in here. So that's exactly what we want to see. We don't have to go through and answer all of these questions like we did the first time around, because now it's a saved configuration. So now all we have to do is go right here. They want it glued inside, I believe. So we're going to select that and we're going to hit finish. Perfect. So it reconfigures the line for us. We can see now the closure is glued inside, and we can then move on with this quote and get it right out to the customer and end that quoting backlog once and for all. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed this video today. It's always great to be able to show off just how amazing CPQ is at speeding up your quoting process and keeping things efficient. That's what it was designed to do. That's what we want to help you with. So if you have any more questions about this, feel free to leave a comment below, or you can reach us at contact@renaissancetech.com. We'd be happy to help with your current CPQ project or help you start down the journey of selecting a configurator for your business. Thanks for your time today. And as always, let us know if there is anything else that you might like to see featured on Infor CPQ, or if you have any questions about what you've seen today. Again, contact@renaissancetech.com.